With so much news out there in regards to Spider-Man 4 and what's going on, how it connects to Venom The Last Dance, and what happens with the next pair of Avengers films, let's go over all the details we recently found out in regards to the entire plot, as we know it so far, for Spider-Man 4. Okay, so let's talk about everything we've heard from multiple insiders compounded into one maybe easy to understand version of what the plot of Spider-Man 4 is. So obviously this could include potential spoilers, so if you don't want things spoiled, please don't go beyond this. That's the best way to put it. Anyways, let's get into it. Again, final warning, this could be major spoilers. So as most of you know, Marvel Studios and Sony had a falling out for the rights to Spider-Man after Spider-Man Far From Home. And then they went to deep lengths to try to make sure that Sony and Marvel Studios were both happy with everything. Sony, of course, got to use Peter Parker, Tom Holland's Peter Parker, Spider-Man in the last Venom film. Then Venom appears in the MCU. Venom 3 is adjacent to the MCU, and the film is introducing Null, the symbiote god. And in the last film, it was established that Null and the symbiotes all know about the multiverse and Spider-Man. And now we get to Venom 3. Venom The Last Dance is set to introduce Null, but multiple reports have cited that this is just the start of the Null arc. And The Last Dance is sort of like the last dance for this Venom in this version of the universe. And that by the end of the film, he's getting sent over into the MCU to try to either find or does find Peter Parker and warns him that this symbiote god, Null, is coming for him as he's like an anchor being in this universe, and that they need to work together. Enter Spider-Man 4. So according to reports, the film will still have some street-level element to begin, and the film might just see Spider-Man teaming up with the likes of Daredevil and some other street characters briefly, even though some of these same sources have stated that this isn't the case anymore, that it's been completely scrapped. They don't want to do that just yet. Whatever the case is, let's go with the idea that maybe this is true, right? That maybe that's how they're going to do it. They're going to handle things in a manner where we got a street level angle on the film for the maybe first 30 to 45 minutes, Act 1. And then we get kind of ushered in quickly into the multiverse thing, just like the last Spider-Man film. This would make sense. And then apparently we're going to see Venom, Eddie Brock Venom, who's not the proper Venom or Eddie Brock of this universe, that's still going to be explored down the road, allegedly. That this Eddie has kind of become like what is the lethal protector, right? And now he's tasked with saving this Spider-Man and working with him. And that this is also going to, in some way, shape, or form, connect to the events of Doomsday and Secret Wars, with Null potentially being another villain in Secret Wars. Now, just briefly, let's just get back to this whole insane story. So if this all turns out to be true, the plot of Spider-Man 4 is rather interesting, because we're definitely looking at a big multiverse blowout. And by some accounts, they're not just going to have Venom, Eddie Brock's Venom, and just this Peter Parker teaming up. We're getting a repeat of Spider-Man No Way Home. And Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire will be back, and that they will interact with this Venom, but also they're looking at bringing back other Spider-Man villains as well, which would then technically mean that we're kind of looking at No Way Home 2.0, which I guess might work. So you guys let me know your thoughts on this and how you feel about all this, because it sounds like a lot, but I think they can do it if they get talented writers and they make Null truly menacing in Venom The Last Dance, to the point where we want to see him fight Peter and those two teaming up to fight him.